Aloha, everyone. I just received a lovely message during my meditation this morning that I was inspired to share with you guys. As you can see, um, nothing behind me, my usual props and tricks and everything. Um, as I said, this was a really spontaneous share. So let's get into it, huh? And the first thing let's do is let's take a little clearing breath. So everybody, we're going to tune into our hearts. So close your eyes, take a nice deep breath, tune into your heart space and feel that beautiful love. And then let's send that love to the core of Mother Earth and feel that connection that we share with her. Something that Mother Earth shared with me quite a while ago was her take on the concept of gravity. As you know, not every planet in our solar system has this. Matter of fact, maybe none. We're the only one that has this gravity effect, which if you throw something up in the air, it hits the ground. Mother Earth shared with me many years ago that gravity is here on Earth because she loves us all so much that she wants to feel our feet against her skin for each and every one of us. And that was her message to me about the concept of gravity. So taking that a step further today, as I connected to Mother Earth in my meditation, holding space and sending blessings for love, peace, joy, and balance on Earth, I heard a phrase repeating in my head over and over again. So much beauty, so much need. So much beauty, so much need. And the message I received from that was the beauty was all of us who are deepening our awareness, whatever process that means. If it's just personal accountability, if you're diving deep into your spiritual practice, it doesn't matter. All of us on that path, as well as the sensory beauties in the world, because face it, we have a lot of beautiful stuff here in the three-dimensional world to enjoy. The other side was so much need, and that represented the unproductive nature of some parts of the third dimensional world. People that are concerned with serving themselves, with acquiring and accumulating whatever that may look like, wealth or toys or being successful in some kind of business endeavor, or simply not being able to see beyond a very small aura of their own needs, wants, and protections. So much beauty balanced by so much need. And I thought that was a beautiful way of representing that. Instead of saying light and dark, good and bad, and placing a judgment, it seemed to me that the beauty was those that were calling out to the world and seeing the perfections and the gorgeousness available, and those that were seeking that and trying to find that by calling that to them in the need. I just thought that was a beautiful way of dealing with that. The next thing that I experienced on this meditation was as Mother Earth was sending her energy up, filling my body. Typically, I just feel a buzzing, a flowing of energy through me to the core of Mother Earth and being filled with love and being grateful for her to be willing to connect with me as a human. That's typically what I get. Instead, today, what I received was a vision of myself as a small plant, a little shoot. It looked a bit like a dandelion, and it bloomed a flower that looked a bit like a black-eyed Susan, or a sunflower, a small sunflower, or perhaps a coneflower. So yellow petals with a dark brown center that commonly seen as a black-eyed Susan, which is appropriate because the Preakness Stakes in Baltimore, which is represented by the Black-Eyed Susan, is coming up next week. Also, my middle name is Susan, and I've certainly had enough spiritual black eyes of my own doing in this particular life. So I thought that was a really fun representation. But back to the message that instead of me as a human connected and sharing love and appreciation with Mother Earth, I was a flower blooming. And what I was told was that each of us that were in the so much beauty category, that were striving to do our inner work, is a flower somewhere on earth. And I was shown the acres and acres and acres of flowers that are blooming at any given moment upon the earth. And it was overwhelming, the number of flowers, because it was wildflowers, it was gardens, it was arboretums, it was botanists, it was hobbyists, and the tulip farms even, the number, if you just can wrap your head around the number of flowers blooming at any given point. And I'm being reminded to mention wisteria. I'm not sure why. It may have some significance for someone, but I'm also seeing the beauty of that kind of purpley, periwinkle, lavender wisteria dangling from above that smells so sweet. So this blooming comes from below and above as well. So all things again in balance. And if you're ever feeling like you're holding the space by yourself, logically we know it's not true, but sometimes we feel as if or we question if our endeavors really are beneficial. And I think imagining yourself as that blooming flower on Mother Earth's skin and how much she appreciates that, and she holds space for us and our beauty as we are holding space for her and her beauty. Maybe that's a way to find some comfort in times when you could really use it. And maybe it's just a really nice way, everyday way of knowing and reassuring that there are a lot of people holding that space of love and hope and peace and joy for our world all at the same time. So that's about it for today, and I hope that you all have had a good day or are going off to a good day and have sweet and beautiful dreams tonight. And I'll be holding that space of love and joy for you, each and every one of you, as well as the world in whole. So thanks so much for listening, and a hui ho.